Hey guys! Okay, so I am super excited to bring to you this training on our tracker system. So, our tracker system has completely changed my life personally and just the way that we do business. And so I've been in for 3 years and I've made it to double diamond without this tracker system. So I can't tell you that it's gotten to me to that point, but I do feel like this tracker system is what's going to help me get to the next promotions and on because of the fact that I've become more organized. I've been able to get more done throughout the day and I can work my business and track what I'm doing and then do other things and not feel guilty about doing those other things. So just a little bit about me. I am a mom of three little girls, a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 9-month-old. I retired my husband 2 years ago with this business, and I would find myself between Bible quizzing practice, ministry, family things, school, um, just so many things that we just have our hands in that I would have all the time to do those things. And then all of a sudden the night would come and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't really feel like I've worked my business today. I don't think I've worked my business today, but I have nothing to show for what I have or have not done. So this tracker system, it was not my idea, but I was on a training that someone did with the tracker system, and immediately I knew that this was exactly what I had been looking for and what I needed. I had tried to develop other systems before personally myself, but they just seemed to get overcomplicated very quickly, and there was tons of things going on. So when I seen this, I realized how simple it was. And this system, you guys, in the last month has proven that it works as long as you work the system. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I work my system, this system from day to day, and how I fit it into my daily routine. So I will just bring you into the life of me. And so I usually get up about 6:30. Now, since we're doing quarantine and homeschooling, I've been getting up a little bit later. It used to be 5:30, but I get up at 6:30. I do a 7 a.m. power hour that is all developed around this tracker system. So I do a 7 a.m. power hour for an hour. At that time, between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I do any type of personal business things, helping my team, things like that. Around 9 o'clock, I fix breakfast, get my girls' school started, and then start school throughout the day. Every now and then there's meetings in between those that I hop on, Zooms, trainings, different things like that. I'm able to work my business a little bit here and there throughout the day. Next thing you know, dinner has come around. There's other meetings that are more involved with church and Bible quizzing and things like that. And then late at night, usually before I go to bed, I like to take about 30 minutes to an hour and look at my tracker system, see what I have gotten completed, what I have not got completed, and what I need to work on for the day. So I do not, and I'll kind of just go more in depth with this as we go, but I do not always have 100% of my tracker completed, but I do always have at least 75 to 80% of this tracker completed every single day. And I try not to go to bed without that done. Because this is my business, this is my bread and butter, and I have dreams and I have goals, and this is exactly what it is that's going to take me to that next level. Okay, so getting into the tracker system, so you're going to need two things. You're going to need to print out a form that is called your daily tracker. So your daily tracker looks a little bit like this. It has 6 sections here, and that is for a 6-day work week. I personally do not work on Sundays. If you choose to, that's totally up to you. Sunday is my complete family day, church day, and I completely unplug. And now and then I'll have people that message me, things like that, and want to become customers on Sunday, and that's totally fine. But other than going through and working my business on Sunday, I choose not to. But I do work my business Monday through Saturday, and I'll kind of just run through with you exactly what I do on Mondays through Saturdays. So in the first box, hopefully you guys already have your trackers printed out so that you can follow along with me. If not, go ahead and pause this video, ask your sponsor for the trackers so that you can print them out so that you can follow along. It will make better sense along the way if you can look at it more visually. Okay, so you're going to need a host to post tracker, and you're going to need one of these. Okay, so I would recommend for 1 week, one weekly tracker, and then 6 to 10 of the host to post trackers. Okay, and I will explain more about that. So if you're doing a 30-day tracker, you'll need 4 to 5 of these, and then you'll need anywhere from 30 to 40 of the host to post trackers. Okay, if you're doing a 30-day challenge. All right, so in the first column, you'll see right here, this says friends request. This is friends request for Facebook. This is not actually how many people have accepted your friends request. It is how many friends requests you have sent out. So you're going to fill in that box. You can even write a number in there, maybe like a, an empty space /20 if your goal is 20, and then that way you know what your how many you got done for the day, like 10 out of 20, 20 out of 20. Or you can do what I have done here, and I have actually created, hopefully you guys can see, I've created little boxes. There they are. I have created little boxes, and each box has a number in them. So it's a 10 box. All of them are divided equally into 10 boxes, okay? And then mine is 2 to 20. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So that way I can count by twos. That way if I just add 2 friends, I can mark off 2, 2, 2, 2. It just seems to go a little bit better. You can do by 5s. You can do by 1s if you only want to do up to 10. If you're just starting out and you're starting out fresh, I definitely recommend you at least add about 40 new friends a day, around about that number, just because you want to get your network up and you want to get it up very, very quickly. So I am doing at 20, and everyone's numbers may be different, but you want to get as close to these numbers that I'm showing you today as possible, okay? That's for friends requests. Next is follow on Instagram. On follow on Instagram, same concept. This is not how many people actually accept your follow and follow you back. This is how many people you have sent out requests. So I want you to remember this. It is a numbers game, okay? So the more seed that you throw out there, the more seed that you plant, the greater the harvest that's going to come back to you. So if you want a bountiful harvest, you're going to have to plant and plant and sow and sow. And just like when we plant and sow, we do not see the benefits and the fruits immediately. It takes time. It takes tilling of the soil, and it takes plucking and doing all these things, and watering and treating and fertilizing. It takes all this work, and then all of a sudden, here sprouts your harvest. So no, this is not an overnight thing. This is not an overnight get rich quick scheme. This is truly something that's going to work. You just have to be consistent and taking care of your business every single day, and you are going to be blown away, and you're going to be amazed. Okay, so follow on Instagram. You can do about 100 or 200. Those are 2 great numbers I would say that you could strive for. And mine is 100, and I'm counting by 10s in these boxes, okay? So every time I request to follow 10 people, I'll mark out 10. The next 10, I'll mark out 10. The next 10, I'll mark out 10. And this also is available for, it makes it easier for you to do the compound effect, where you do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here throughout the day. So you can go in and mark these off. Now me, like I said, I like to focus as much in the morning as possible, get as much done as in an hour to an hour and a half of my business. Mine usually is about 2 hours. Trying to get as much done in that amount of time as possible, and then trying to come back later that evening and follow up on what I have not completed for the day. Follow on Instagram. Next is host to post. I'm going to skip that just for a second because we're going to come back to that because this entire tracker system revolves around the host post. So we're going to come back to that in just a second. Messaging. So I have my boxes divided up a little bit differently. There's 10 boxes there, but they're only counted to 50, but it's 2 sets of 50. And as you can see right here, I've actually divided it up LC and DT. And so there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, and so that says that my goal for today is to send out 50 LC, loyal customer referral messages, and 50 distributor messages. Okay, when I get to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, that's going to change up a little bit. But as far as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, for the most part, it's going to stay the same. LCs and DTs is what I'm looking for on those days and sending out those referral messages. Okay. All right, and then this box right here, right now, until we reinvent a tracker that has it exactly the way we want it to put, this box says loyals. I would highly recommend you mark that loyals out, and you are going to use this box for gathering information on your post. So you're going to put a P, an O, an I, a G, write an L or write the word live, connect app or CA, and then 3 to 4 Fs, which means fillers. Okay. So what I recommend you doing, and so I will go through those. P is product, O is opportunity, I is interaction, G is giveaway, L is live, CA is connect app, and then filler, 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 filler. Okay, so a product post, a post about a product or a product testimonial, O, opportunity post, I, interaction post, G, giveaway post for your hosted post, lives, going live, talking about a product or an opportunity. Now, if you go live specifically about a product or an opportunity, what I like to do is I like to go live about a product and then post later about the opportunity. Connect app, sending out messages on Connect app, and then fillers, because you want to make sure that your Facebook and your Instagram is just not full of just at work stuff. We don't want to be spammy. That's not who we are. And so we want people to get to know us. People buy people before they buy product. So you want them to get to know who you are, what living the life like you is all about, what you like to do, your favorite foods, all these things. I like to post a lot about my church and things like that. So those are filler posts for me. So it just gives me an idea, so I can go back and I can look and say, okay, I'm doing good on product posts this week, but I haven't posted anything about the opportunity. I need to do that, or vice versa. Or it looks like I've had no interaction post this week, so I need to put up an interaction post today. It just gives you a very quick glance for you to go back and look at that. Okay, and then at the bottom of your columns, you're going to see a star that says DT. You are going to highlight that in when you sign a new distributor. And then video or book. Okay, so what this is personal development, and you're going to need personal development because you are going to get tons of no's. People are going to tell you no. People that you thought you could trust and that would bend over backwards for you are going to tell you that you're in a scam and this isn't going to work, and they can't believe that you joined. People are going to give up on you. Your team members are going to quit on you. Some of your customers may come back and say something like, hey, I want to cancel my auto ship. I don't like it. I don't even want to finish out the 3 months. These things are going to happen. The Bible says that when I fall, I shall arise, not if I fall, I shall arise. The word of God already tells us those things are going to come. We just have to create a mindset to overcome all those things. So right down here in the little cloud looking thing that says video or book, this is your personal development. This can be 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Get with your sponsor. Say, hey, what's a book that you recommend? There's audio books out there that are great, or YouTube channels that are amazing. Get out there, ask your sponsor, say, hey, what's your favorite? Jot a couple of them down and use those as your personal development, okay? All right, so now, so that is your daily tracker. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you guys that I like to put on mine is I like to keep up with volume. And as you grow, you'll want to do that as well. I don't keep it on my front page because I do take a lot of pictures of this page, showing it to my team. But I do like to keep up with somewhere, usually on the back, about volume. Like where we started the day, where we ended the day. I like to also keep track of how many friends I started out with on that day and how many I ended, because that also gives me an idea. If I'm doing some giveaway posts and they are, maybe they're dead, but I seem to have gotten a lot of followers that day, then I know that that's okay because people are following me. They're coming over, they're friend requesting me, and they're watching my stuff. Okay, so I did mention Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are a little different. And the reason why is because on Fridays and Saturdays, I don't focus so much on following and friends requests. Now, if you are new and you have not gotten up to 2,500 friends or more, then I would say that you need to continue to focus on that. But they don't need to be your number one focus. Your number one focus on Fridays and Saturdays is messages. Okay, so your message box, where it used to be 10 to 50 for LCs and 10 to 50 for DTs, may need to be a bigger number on Fridays and Saturdays. And so you are following up with loyal customers and distributors on Fridays and Saturdays, getting them to sign up, getting them to try your product, and all things like that. So on those days, as you see, my boxes here aren't just as fun and interactive as all these other boxes, and that's because it's just not my top priority on those days. Okay, host to post. So I'm going to tell you, host to post, everyone's goal should be get to 10 host to post, okay? If you cannot get to 10, go for 5. Do not go to bed until you have 5. I will tell you, last night was the worst night I've had in host to post history in a while. I got 1 host to post out, but my phone was blowing up. I mean, it was like people were coming out of the woodworks. I got so busy with customers and potential distributors assigned to distributor, that it got so crazy that I did not have time to focus on host to post. And by the time I had a moment to settle down and really focus on host to post, it was too late and people were no longer responding to me. And so I only had gotten 1 up, and it killed me inside because I knew how host to post has changed my business, and I did not want to have a dead day, like so for today. So I will tell you, strive for 5. Your main goal is 10. If you get to 10, woo, girl, you have knocked it out of the park. If you get to 5, high five, excited for you. If you get anything lower than that, keep trying, keep pushing, and just get a little bit further. You will be thankful in the long run that you got into that habit, okay? So, host to post. This is what these are for. And so I'm not going to go into detail about what host to post is, but host to post is basically where you have sent someone a message for them to post on their wall for you as a referral. So it's just like out here in my yard, Mosquito Joe came and sprayed our yard. He put his sign out in my yard. I basically hosted a post for him because everybody that drives by now that would not drive to Mosquito Joe's in Union is driving by my house and they're saying, hey, she used Mosquito Joe's. I need to give him a call. Okay, so I have done some advertising for him. So now people are going to do advertising for you, and that's what we call host to post. And like I said, that is a totally different training. We will go over that at a different time. Get with your sponsor, maybe they have a training or there's a training in the team page for that. But so you have 8, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 boxes, they say product post. You have 2 boxes that say giveaway post. Let's go over the product post first. This means you have ask someone to place a product post for you up on their wall. When they say yes, that they will, you write their name in the box. Once they actually do it, then you highlight their name. Okay, so like, For example, if I went over to Becca and I wrote her name down, but I have not highlighted it yet, it's nighttime, I'm going back through my host post. I was like, okay, I asked Becca to do a host post for me this morning. I'm going to go check it out. So I'll go check it out to see if she done it. If she didn't do it, I'll send her, hey girl, just a little reminder about the giveaway. Sending her a reminder, most of the time they just forgot, they got busy, no problem. They'll throw it up for you and you can highlight their name. If not, if they have not posted posts for you and they ghost you and they don't say anything and they don't post for you, and that's going to happen, don't freak out. You will have those moments. Then you don't worry about it. You leave them blank. Let me find one that I had to leave blank. This right here. So these two people said that they would, but they haven't yet, and so I've left them blank. I have not highlighted them. Okay, so that's how their name gets put in the box, and that's how their name gets highlighted. Now, the other thing, which this girl isn't highlighted, so let's highlight her. The other thing is when you get someone, this is again, okay. When you get someone that agrees to host the post for you, they put it up, and then now they have people that are commenting, their name goes in this box right here, okay? Now, I want to tell you something. When they comment, you are not going to message them immediately. You need to make sure that you send them a friend's request, okay? And ask them if they got their friend's request, or just let them know, hey, I'm sending you a friend's request so that I can send you more info. Then you're going to jump over, then you're either going to get a notification that they accepted your friend's request, or they're going to respond back and say, I got your friend's request, yes, whatever. Then that's when you can go in, or that's when it's important to write their names down, because then you can always go back, message them the info that they're needing about being a product reviewer. Okay, so that is product post. You want to get 8 of those up a day. So I send out those messages until I have 8 people that say yes. I don't send them out until I have 8 people that actually do it. I do that until I have 8 that say yes, and then I move to giveaway. So then I message people asking them if they'll post a giveaway post for me. Same thing, but this one's a product, this one's a giveaway. Until I have 2 people that say yes. Once they say yes, their name goes in the box. Once they post it, their name gets highlighted, and that's all I do. Okay, so now you've got that. So now you've done this every day. You've done it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday has come. Friday is the day. It is follow-up day. Now what do? Now you're going to get your tracker back out, and you're going to follow up with all these people that were in these boxes that were interested in a product. You're going to follow up with them, and then you're also going to follow up with the people that actually hosted a post for you, and you're going to send them a message that lets them know, hey girl, thank you again so much for putting that post on your wall for me. I just want to let you know that what you did for me is exactly what I do every single day, except I'm able to get paid for it. Would you like to know more? And that is a distributor message. So now you have someone that has hosted a post for you. They possibly could become a loyal because they're seeing the post about the product that you had them post for you, and now they're being asked if they want to become a distributor. So it's just a win-win situation. Host to post is mind-blowing, okay? And then also what I like to do is throughout the day, I'll show you one that don't have a bunch of scribbles on it. That's kind of more clear to read. Maybe this one. Okay, so throughout the day, so right here in this section right here, I made a TFX post, a Thermofy X post on my Facebook. These are people that said that they were interested, and I wrote that on the back. And then on Instagram, I did a distributor post or story, and these are the people that commented, that went on the poll and said they were interested. So their name goes here. So now that it's Friday, I'm flipping to the back to these people that responded to my personal post, and I am following up with them. I'm following up with people that are on my host to post trackers. Okay, so this is going to blow your mind. Oh, and also down here is a place for you to, I don't know if I've been writing mine down. I don't think I have been, but right here, here's a place for you to write down your loyal customers. I write them down in a calendar because I like to know exactly what day, and I like to be able to look at them all at once. But you can write down your loyals here and write down their ID number. You can even write down what they purchased. Utilize this section, okay? Just to kind of keep you as organized as possible. All right, you guys, so that is the tracker system. I'm going to tell you, if you're not in the tracker system accountability group, you want to be in there. It is game changer. It is amazing. It keeps me accountable. It's going to keep you accountable because people are going to start at the end of the night posting their pictures, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to post my picture. And then you're going to go look at your tracker and be like, oh my gosh, I haven't worked my business today. And so you're going to go and you're going to be like, okay, I need to add 50 people to Instagram, and you're going to go through and you're going to add people. And then you're like, okay, I need to at least get 2 more host posts. You guys, right now, today, I've got 8 host posts up. I need 2 more. So that's my goal, to get 8 hosts to post up. So actually, if I get 8 hosts to post up for today, the only thing that I have not done is I haven't sent out about 50% of my messages. That means I've gotten about 75% of my tracker done for today. So I feel good with those numbers going to sleep. Don't post your trackers in the accountability group when they're like almost empty, you guys. I mean, unless you've just had a really, really, really bad day, but very few of us truly, truly have really, really bad days. We may have rough days, we may have challenging days, but we've got to remember, this is our baby. Just like no matter, mamas, if you're sick in the bed, you still got to feed your kids, you still got to get up and fix them dinner, you still got to make sure the house is running and it's decent and in order. It's the same thing with your business. This business is going to be what puts food on your table. It's bought the house that I'm living in. It bought the Disney trip that we went on. This business can change your life. You need to treat it like it's about to change your life. All right, so you guys, I hope that tracker system was available, was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me or your sponsor know, and we will try to get them answered the best we know how. Bye, you guys. Have a good one.